YouTube's going to kick us off for having animal abuse on stage. It's on!
Woohoo!
So one of my favorite little meme type things on Twitter is, how it started, how it's going. So everybody, this is how it started. And this is how it's going. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Disney Park Talk Live, the show in which we do Rebecca, please, a live discussion of the week in Disney theme park news. My name is Doobie Mosley, co-founder of Laughing Place, co-host of this really sad, pathetic group of people. And joining me today over there is my wife, not Rocket Raccoon, but Rebecca Mosley.
Woohoo!
The guy down there, who's only about 40 years too late to that party, in his very cool hat, is Michael Celestino.
Hello, it's good to be here.
And the man below me, Laughing Place's vice president of not reading the weekly schedule, would be the one and only Good, Jeremiah Good.
Hey,
but you made it.
Hey, I read the schedule and still had it wrong, so don't sweat it.
So we are normally a 4 p.m. Pacific show. It is now 3 p.m. Pacific. So right as we're going off, all our regulars are going to pop in and go, "What the heck happened?" So, Gio, when you rewind, we missed you. All right, so we're going to talk about the weekend theme park news. As always, we're live. If you'd like to participate, please feel free. That's why we're live. If you don't participate, we might as well just taped it beforehand, except that requires effort and production value, so never mind. So let's get started, of course, with the biggest story of the week, and that is Michael Celestino's new hat and microphone. Where did you procure those items?
These were distributed to the crowd at Disney Junior Fun Fest, which was held at Disney California Adventure this past Friday during a very hot, sunny day here in Southern California. They did a parade. Yes.
So I should hop on a plane and fly out there so I can take part in this today?
No,
the event is over.
Oh, okay.
It was a one-day
event. It's
one
Monday.
day.
It's over.
It was cool though. But was it? I mean, it looked like a lot of fun. Were there people having fun there, Mike?
some people were having fun. I think if they're going to do stuff at this stage, they need to put in some shade. Because I left with a pretty bad sunburn after this day.
That's about what we've been saying for about 21 years.
I was going to say, knick-knack, paddywhack, give the frog a load.
You know, I mean, all right. I'm going to say this. No offense intended. You know, I've been doing this for 22, 23 years.
Uh-oh.
I'm not always smiling, but when the LP contributors complain about their working conditions, that's all I got to say.
I was complaining about Disney, not LP.
You go to a theme park for a living.
All right. It was fine. It was a tremendous amount of fun. I saw Guillermo from What We Do in the Shadows. He was part of the presentation, so I was excited about that. Donald Faison was there. Yvette Nicole Brown. And they announced a bunch of upcoming stuff on Disney Junior. I told Benji that it was kind of like Disney. It was kind of like D23 Expo, but for Disney Junior only.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, if you're a Disney Junior fan, you know, it was more of a Disney Junior event than any sort of a theme park event, but great location for it and so many announcements. Great traffic for LP. It was a nice event. Thank you very much for enduring, Mike.
It seems like the videos are doing pretty well too. So
yeah.
Disney Junior is awesome. I don't get to watch it as much anymore.
The one problem was I also didn't have a very good spot, so all my videos are like from the back, but I did the best I could.
I thought they came out good.
Yeah.
I was watching your live stream. I thought it came out good. All right, let's get on to real important news in that it's stuff that hasn't occurred yet. But thank you for that report. You feel free to use the mic and wear the hat for the rest of the show.
Oh, I will.
So, Paradise Pier Hotel, also known as the Pan Pacific Hotel, also known as the Disneyland Pacific Hotel, also known as the Emerald Hotel,
There you go.
will now be getting its fifth name, if I'm mistaken. We don't know what that name is yet, but we do know the theme. It is going to become a Pixar hotel. This has been rumored for quite a while. Disney made it official last week. Mike, have you gone over to get those pictures of how it looks now?
Yeah, I should have sent you that folder because I have a ton of pics of the current Paradise Pier Hotel. I sent it to Benji and not to you. I'm afraid. Sorry.
That's okay. No, I've been there many times. I don't need to see it.
Okay, but we do have a nice big folder of photos to use as before and after whenever the new version opens up.
So they didn't give too many details. They did say that we would get something akin to this in the lobby, which highlights the Luxo ball. See this, for those who know the hotel, this is the outside elevator right there, so you can kind of orient yourself. I believe this would be the check-in area over here.
I hope it's kinetic.
Where are they going to put the Christmas tree now?
That's an excellent. Maybe they're going to just put lights on Luxo.
That could be it.
I hope it's kinetic. This mobile that we see there. I hope it's like it moves around, and I kind of hope that the Luxo lamp is actually articulated, but I won't bank on that. But I would love to see that.
If it moves, that would be pretty cool. They did not give a date for this, but this is interesting because Disneyland, or Disney parks, they've been adding more and more IP to their hotels, like Moana at the Polynesian, but they still don't have very many that are just 100% based on a property. They have Art of Animation, and this is the first one on the West Coast with this Pixar hotel. So, any particular opinion on that, Jeremiah?
I'm excited. I visited the Paradise Pier Hotel at Christmas time. I think was the last time I was there when I got the Christmas trees. And that hotel, I've watched it go through almost every single one of those changes. I never went when it was the Emerald, but I did when it was the Pan Pacific and everything since. So I know the building, and I know that they can't do a lot with what they have because how it was designed. But that concept, I looked at and went, okay, that's a perfect atrium redo for it. I really do hope, though, that the Mary Poppins tea room comes back for no reason.
Oh.
I knew that would get you guys.
Although I wouldn't mind if they went with a bit of a play off that whole Buzz Lightyear tea and crumpets.
Mrs.
segment.
Nesbitt?
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. They went that way, maybe Bo Peep.
I want to say that room was actually changed into an office.
It would surprise me.
Yeah, that entire level up there was redone. But it will be interesting to see how that convention center area is also changed too.
Mm-hmm.
The well-compensated CEO of our company asked a great question. Do you think they will do something with Yamabuki? Do you think we'll see a restaurant there again? That's kind of that's where the cast members used to eat. That was only open Monday through Friday for lunch.
Where is what did they turn Yamabukis into?
Nothing. I mean, Yamabuki closed a few years. It's probably been like 10 years now.
Wouldn't it be fun if it came back as Harryhausen? Isn't that the name of the teppanyaki of the sushi teppanyaki place in Monsters Inc.? That would be fantastic.
That would be very awesome.
I've always enjoyed the various character dining options that have been available in what has been known as the PCH Grill. I don't remember its current name. So the other thing that it's funny, for us, the Paradise Pier Hotel has a long history. And one of the things that it was known for, and I don't know if you know this, Mike, but it used to be where Disneyland Resort guests would go to easily purchase Pepsi. Because there was a concession room and it had a Pepsi machine, and it was the only place within that Disney realm that you could go get Pepsi.
You want to know another fun fact about the Disney Pixar Pier Place Hotel? It's a one of the only hotels that has a 13th floor because it was originally designed by a Japanese
Oh,
company,
wow.
and 13 is lucky in Japan, and they've kept the 13th floor there.
I wonder if they still will. We spent so much time there. The restaurant there, PCH Grill, was our favorite. We literally went there probably every Friday. There's so many times. And then during the construction of DCA, we used to take advantage of the outdoor elevator. So you could just ride up the outdoor elevator and get some great shots from the elevator. Not have to infringe on any floors or anything, but just from the elevator itself, get some really wonderful pictures. So I overcame my height fear for the construction of DCA. You're welcome. One other thing they announced in conjunction with this retheming is they are going to, this is a new concept, I believe, something they've never considered before, and that's a special entrance to the park just for these guests staying. Oh, wait a second. This has been done before. What am I talking about? Yesterland. Thank you for this picture. Long ago, there was an entrance to DCA. This is over by Souvenir 66 and what used to be Paradise Pier. And then they closed it, and apparently it's coming back. I don't know if it's coming back right here. There may be villas right there right now, but it is an entrance will be returning. Yes, Jeremiah.
To me, that almost sounded like the description they gave was a walkway, which, gosh, if only they needed a walkway from the parks to that side of the parking lot for something in the future, or maybe something forward.
You went a long way for that one, Jeremiah.
I know I did, but it really did sound like they're just pre-building that walkway that's in all the designs for the Disneyland Forward stuff. But that is exciting. I always loved the Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel because it had the largest rooms of any of the 3 resort hotels until they remodeled the Grand Californian. And it used to be the least expensive. I remember looking for room. Well, if least expensive, you're looking at $1,000+ a night.
Yeah. I mean, compared to Disneyland Hotel in Grand California, it's still the least expensive. But yeah, those hotels aren't for people like me. So that's cool because the Grand Californian already has its private entrance. The Disneyland Hotel has an entrance. It's not private, but you can enter via the monorail, which is very close, and it transports you to Tomorrowland through some sort of weird magic. And now Paradise Pier Hotel, or whatever it's renamed to, will have its entrance as well. So lovely perks for staying on property at Disney. Another wonderful perk for staying on property they announced will be the return of early entry. And that allows guests at the resorts to come in early. There we go. And they said that will be coming back. They didn't, again, most of the things they mentioned did not give a date. This summer. I think that's a date, this summer. And that's a nice little perk. If you stay on property, you get a little extra time in the parks. Some other perks they've mentioned, you could order from downtown Disney restaurants and have it delivered to your room, which is great. Package pickup room delivery where you can buy merchandise in the parks and they'll deliver it to your room. Some of these have been around before. Some have been around before and left, like that entrance, but they really seem to be making an effort to plus the experience of staying on property at the Disneyland Resort, which is nice because the price is plus as well. Any comment from anyone out there? I feel like I'm monopolizing today. I'm sick of my voice already.
I'm excited for all the changes. Are we moving on to the Downtown Disney remodel?
We are, Jeremiah. You can start with that one.
Look at that. This one is very interesting. The photos, the concept that they're doing makes it look almost like it used to at the Disneyland Hotel before the remodel. Very much the retro feel to me. And one of them, the shops, it's not this one, but where they show the different shops, it looks exactly like the shops that used to be right at the monorail station with the weird corrugated tops.
Mm-hmm. So, that's where this one says atmosphere.
Yeah. I hope we can go in there and get our, what was it, 50-cent lollipops so we can get our parking validated.
Oh, those were the days. Except this is where I parked. Yeah. Right up there. That's no longer available. So Downtown Disney its makeover has already begun with the destruction of the AMC Theater and the Earl of Sandwich Complex books, and it will continue. So the entrance, this will be the main entrance. It may be already what used to be the Simba parking lot is now the main parking lot for Downtown Disney. So this is that entrance there. Give me like a 55. Whenever I see this picture, I think of The Incredibles. Maybe that's just me. And they're really go ahead.
They've also showcased how they're going to transform the front of the Ralph Brennan Jazz Kitchen. It's going to get a new facade. The Catal and Uva Bar are becoming new dining menus. They're going to have new dining menus, more of a Mexican.
Not just menus. They're changing those restaurants. They won't be Catal and Uva anymore. They will become Paseo and Centrico, not to be confused with Citricos.
But they are still going to be operated by that same patina group that had previously operated Catal. So it's as far as those go. I mean, I guess for a lot of us, it makes you wonder kind of what's the future for Tortilla Joe's, even though it's a very different. That's a very different kind of menu. It would seem you're dealing with a very elevated cuisine at Paseo, and the other location that's coming out of is not coming to mind. Whereas Tortilla Joe's is I think of that as more like kind of a street food
very
style.
much.
So
they made a point. Sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry, Judy.
They made a point of calling this upscale Mexican. So yeah, they definitely differentiated from Tortilla Joe's.
Yeah.
And this would be the inside of the Catal replacement. Over here would be the Uva Bar replacement. I do think it's interesting that while they have gotten rid of the flutes, they have kept the ivy because it's going to be growing in any day now. And as you previously mentioned, here is the Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen, which I got to admit, they've gone with taking this funky New Orleans themed, really cool place and turned it into boring. Anybody disagree with me?
No, it is very, very static, very like, I mean, and that's kind of what they want to do with the entire look of Downtown Disney. Feels like we're moving away from the themed area because we've lost every time we've done one theme, we've ended up losing one and having to replace it. So now they're just kind of making it all very basic.
But they're
Oh yeah, kind of bland. I agree.
Can I ask, is this similar to what we see at Disney Springs? I feel like Disney Springs is kind of very like similar. Like there's not a lot of architectural difference between them. Am I remembering incorrectly? Go ahead, dude.
I feel like Town Center is like that. In fact, that building looks like it fits right in Town Center. But if you think of like over on the west side with Massimo, is that his name? Massimo and stuff like that. I mean, thank you. They have. Or the Coke place. There's some unique architecture going on.
Yeah, Disney Springs went with the theming of each of the neighborhoods and what grew out of it. But yeah, this is very much town center. The just basic. It's like, okay, you'll walk past it. Hopefully, they move the piano player outside or something to draw people in.
So in addition to the restaurant changes. They're also making a big point that they want this just to become a place to kind of hang. So there's going to be some nice grassy areas where you can have a picnic. There'll be a stage there. Mike Celestino, you look like the kind of guy that would have seen the Suburban Legends on the stage of Downtown Disney. Am I correct?
I have seen them in Tomorrowland on the Tomorrowland Terrace stage. I'm trying to think if I've seen them on Downtown Disney.
Given the opportunity, would you pack a gluten-free picnic and go watch them on the Downtown Disney stage?
Sure, they're fun. I prefer the Beatles cover band, A Hard Day's Night, that used to play at Disneyland.
Really? I totally thought you'd be a Suburban Legends.
Well, Suburban Legends does the cover of the Gummy Bears theme song, which is awesome. When they played that, I flipped out. But otherwise, I prefer the Beatles.
What if they had a one night only, They Might Be Giants? How long would you wait for that show?
I've seen They Might Be Giants at Downtown Disney a bunch. They used to play at the House of Blues down there.
Yeah. So Downtown Disney, I think of the place. We were there when they really gave the first details of Downtown Disney. They debuted that song, Downtown, which has never been heard again, as far as I know. And it's amazing to think that was 20, maybe 22 years ago when we actually were at that media event. Can you
bring that the stage concept
Absolutely.
backup.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you can tell where it's going to go. Where is the stage going?
I'm not sure if we can tell from this picture, but I believe this is over near the entrance, near that Simba area, near where the AMC was. That's where the grassy area is going to be. I'm not 100%
Okay,
on
so
that,
we're kind
but
of
I think so.
looking like if we could turn the camera to the right, we'd see the Disneyland Hotel, right?
I'm going to turn my monitor to the right.
I think
Yeah, I think you're right.
yeah, I think we're looking downtown Disney. This would be where AMC is,
Yeah.
and then to the
Okay.
left is
That makes sense.
whatever's left.
I feel like
Lego
theoretically
store
we
on the
should be
left.
seeing the Paradise Pier Hotel in this image.
Yeah, maybe, or maybe you're just a tad bit off to the left, but yeah, I think you're right. So
Okay.
that's going to be the area to hang out. I think that is the west side of downtown Disney, if my directions are correct. No, Jeremiah, just no. Oh, and most importantly, I can't believe I forgot the most important thing. There will be an Earl Sandwich pop-up coming soon to appease all the regulars. Because that was one of the things torn down along with AMC. And was Starabilia still there? Thomas Cook, Exchange. How far back am I going?
Silver.
Walt Disney Travel Company.
Oh
Yeah. Island
Sugar
Charter.
Boo.
Sugar Boo.
Oh, that's newer. You're so modern.
Yum.
I think I could still name the original downtown Disney locations.
ESPN Club.
Liquid
ESPN Zone, right?
Liquid something. Liquid Motion. There we go. Wow. Because
Dude.
during the years that was opening, we just focused on that. We did that work so much, and then once it opens, it changes constantly.
So much. Yep. No, I didn't keep up.
All right, so we got the walkway. There's new hotel, downtown Disney. They're so excited. We're so excited. Toontown. He did not forget to mention Toontown. And let's get a picture here. They have broken ground on Toontown, which is weird because they've been tearing down Toontown for months.
Yeah, why'd they wait so long?
They've been tearing it down for a long time. But so Toontown is undergoing a huge makeover for opening next year. The big change, of course, being the addition of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which they point out will not be 100% clone of the Florida version. To what extent? But they make sure to say that.
It's not going to have that part where you go through the fourth dimension.
and there'll be a drop right at the beginning. Very good, Mike. Very good. So Toontown, of course, you've read all about the changes. There were no new changes announced.
Is it the fourth dimension or the fifth? No, it's the
fifth dimension.
Yeah, the fifth dimension is a band from the 70s, isn't it?
Okay.
Is that one of the bands that takes place on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind?
Segue.
Oh, wait. Good question, but first I just noticed something. This is for you, Kyle. I know we have slack for this, but you've done this to me. Right here. This is the Toontown groundbreaking. That's a typo right there, Kyle.
Toontown.
All right.
That's what they're renaming it, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here
Breaking
first.
news.
Toontown.
Toontown is coming. So
In a few
I'm
years,
excited.
they're maybe quoting in a case that's heard around the world from Laughing Place. Toontown.
They said it on the internet. It has to be true.
Oh, can we talk about Rewind, please?
I'm getting there. One more thing I wanted to say.
Okay, fine.
Early 2023. That's less than a year away. One of the nice things about getting old is time passes faster. This is like before we knew it. This is going to be here. So I'm excited for a brand new Toontown. All right, let's move on to the East Coast.
I hear all these kids. These kids are like, release the trailer for whatever. I need another trailer for Obi-Wan. I'm like, Obi-Wan's going to be on Disney Plus in like a day. What do you need another trailer for? You're not going to watch it?
One more thing, forgot to mention, they gave a name. They're building villas, as we knew, DVC villas at the Disneyland Hotel, and they've announced the name of the villas at the Disneyland Hotel, and that name is the Villas at Disneyland Hotel.
Yeah, this picture is so weird because that's the Frontier Tower on the left-hand side, and the villa's building off of it. But it looks like that is all brand new.
Oh, but this is not what the Frontier Tower looks like. Did everyone
it has
freeze
the
with me?
outdoor balconies. They're the only ones left.
No, I meant the coloring. The coloring.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, the creatively named villas at Disneyland Hotel are coming Currently,
That way they can just keep like the villas at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel. They can just every show will be the villas at Disneyland Resort.
weren't Toontowns what Lucas added in the special editions? Yes, I believe you
Your
are accurate.
Toontown will freeze before you reach the first marker.
Then I'll see you in Toontown.
On the second thought, Kyle, don't change it. Halfway to Halloween came. We're going to get back to that, though. Instead, we're going to
We
hop
really
over to
have to.
Yeah, we do. Did you not hear? We're halfway to Halloween. They tried to keep it on the DL, but it kind of spilled out a little bit.
A little bit.
Jeremiah, what's the latest at Guardians of the Toontown?
Comic Rewind. Well, currently Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is in cast preview. Later this week, myself and Mike Mack. That's just scary. Mike Mack will be attending a media event where hopefully we ride that until we find out how many times we ride it until we those cupcakes return from the past.
That sounds like what I did with Mission Breakout. So best of luck to you.
I cannot wait. I am so excited. I know people that have ridden it multiple times and definitely have. No, I don't want to see this.
Too bad. We got a show to do. So
I'm actually staying as spoiler-free about this attraction as possible.
You know,
Oh, that looks cool.
earlier when I complained about. Never mind. I'm just going to let it go. Let it go. Anyway, coming soon, very soon. By the end of this week, you are going to have umpteen reports about this attraction. Jeremiah is very excited about getting to experience
My Juby, it looks like you watch a lot of Tim Tracker.
I love Tim Tracker. We watch a ton of Tim Tracker. You got that right. And anything more you want to say about that? I mean, it's so close. Like, there's nothing left to tease. You'll ride it. When is the actual ride day? The 5th? The 4th?
May 27th. Oh, we'll be riding it on May 5th at some point.
When Cosmic Rewind opens, it will be one of the longest internal roller coaster tracks, as that's how it's being marketed, right? Indoor longest indoor.
With reverse launch.
Yeah, it's Disney's first reverse launch. It's going to have several different soundtracks apparently. So lots of exciting fun happening with Cosmic Rewind. The other thing that for me, for those of you who haven't been looking at, a lot of the information out there, maybe you're like Jeremiah and you're avoiding spoilers, but it's a different kind of ride vehicle than we've seen with other, Disney coasters. It's one where while you travel along the track, the upper portion of it can turn. And so they'll be able to direct your vision in various places separate from the front and back of your car will not just merely be always in exact alignment with your coaster track.
Yeah,
so that's going to allow them to kind of give you some motion surprises and that type of thing. So I'm interested, and I know a lot of the viewers that I've spoken with are interested to see kind of where it will end up falling within that thrill scale. We'll find out. Yeah, Mike?
Mike, you have a question, Mike?
Well, I was just wondering if anyone had made the joke yet that the reverse launch will make you reverse your lunch.
Oh, that's good. I like it.
Mark it down, somebody. Mike C has made the joke. So I'm interested not only how thrilling it actually is, but how thrilling it feels, because there's screens involved, presumably.
Yes, lots of screens.
How much screen is there? How much non-screen effects are there? Are there like dark ride elements where you're just kind of going along slowly? Is it like Mummy in that way, or is it all coaster? Are you going to spoil it for me, Jeremiah? You can spoil it after you ride it. And
yes, the Omni Coaster is what they're calling it, just like the Omni Mover on Haunted Mansion. So they focus your attention when you're going. So this is something I saw and I've already talked about in the past when we were in the building. You could see wide turns with the dive that have screens along, so your car will be facing that way as it goes down.
Mm-hmm. So I'm very intrigued to kind of learn a broad spectrum of experience and where they place it as far as thrills go, because when something is so to me, this is going to be very visually thrill oriented. and so that can have a very different kind of scale than you might think otherwise. I mean, just think about how many times people are surprised to learn how slow the top speeds of Space Mountain are, and that's because of what they're able to convince you with various visual effects as well as being in the dark. So I'm interested to. I'm so excited for Cosmic Rewind, and I cannot wait. I'm hoping to ride it when we're in Florida. I don't know if it'll be a frequent ride, but I'm looking forward to tackling it at least once.
So we will be LP, the proverbial, we will be writing that later this week. Obviously, it's a media event. We've got interviews and such. So please stay tuned to this channel. Stay tuned to our Twitter and our website. I think we plan on getting Jeremiah to do a quick live spot. Hopefully, we're hoping Jeremiah has friends and he has a way of getting people on. Not quite as smart as him, but who also wrote it, so we can get like multiple opinions. So we're hoping to get one of those famous Jeremiah and vloggers live spots shortly after he's able to experience the attraction. Don't know if you knew that, Jeremiah, but that's our hope.
We also do have a scheduled live walk and talk on the 5th at 3 p.m. I believe that is East Coast time. So
yeah, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Pacific is what it's on our schedule. That's 4 p.m.
Okay, then 4 p.m. Yeah, so that'll be Mac and I. You see, Mac is my
Mac
friend.
and me. Mac
is Jeremiah's friend. That does not speak well of you, Mac.
So that'll definitely be the time where we'll not only be talking for a little bit live about the experience, but walking around showing you whatever we can from the area.
Oh, no.
My son sent me a message on Discord about the show. It just cracks me up that happened. I'm not going to say what the comment was. It was a private moment between me and Gideon. If he wanted it to be on the stream, he would have put it on the stream. And don't
Gideon,
put it on
the stream.
All right, so that's not a lot going on the West Coast, East Coast right now. But one more thing that will be going on is the return of the full-on version of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at the Magic Kingdom this fall, starting on just before Halloween, August 12th. August 12th, and running all the way through October 31st. There will be 37 nights of fun, 7 p.m. to midnight, but don't forget you can enter the park at 4. So prices vary depending on the day. I don't think August 17th would cost as much as October 31st, but it's back, Jeremiah. It's back. How excited are you to?
I'm very excited. Mickey's Halloween treat, Mickey's Not So Scary. Geez, so many Mickey's names just floated in my head.
Halloween treat.
Bash.
Halloween treat is like from the 90s.
Yes, that was the original at Disneyland. Not So Scary has always been one of my favorites because there's so much fun between the trick-or-treating, characters out, and the parade is probably the best Disney parade ever. And I love the teaser that they showed.
What?
No.
Really?
It's great, but come on. Lion King Celebration, Main Street Electrical Parade, Paint the Night, Lion King Celebration,
not a
Mulan Parade, Mulan Victory Parade. No, Hercules.
Okay, Mulan Parade's a parade, but Lion King Celebration, not a parade.
It's a street-tacular.
Yeah, that was
Light Magic started Street-tacular. Lion King Celebration was well before that.
But it was not a parade.
It was a parade.
No, but that parade is probably the best parade between the gravediggers, the villains, and if they have the full everybody, there's like 300 people in that parade. If it's fully staffed.
Think about the level of the amount of performers in the parade. Does that change your feel on it? If you want it, you could put a defining thing on it. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, a specific word that
qualifier.
Thank you. That would make it best. The best.
It is large. The Headless Horseman, as Evil Queen points out, that's a terrific thing, even though that's not technically a part of the parade. But no, it's a great parade. And as far as number of performers, that does mean something. But then I would counter it with the original. I mean the original, like opening year only. Disneyland Christmas Fantasy Parade, where they had the kids in it and all the live carolers. I mean, that was slam and dammin'. My favorite parade of all time.
at some point when there's a court case, we'll have Doobie support children
In parades.
and
That was such a sweet element of the parade, having the little elves in the parade. That was adorable. I mean, it didn't happen very often. Do you have a favorite
Doobie
Disney parade
Mosley.
ever? What's Mike Celestino's favorite Disney parade of all time?
Mike has never stopped to see a parade in his entire
Right?
time.
Oh, I have. I am actually.
Mike.
I'm gonna say Main Street Electrical Parade.
Oh, Mike's off the island.
Tony buries his head in disappointment.
One other one I would put ahead of that parade, Jeremiah, is Eureka.
Yeah, I knew
Eureka was not
did you know I was going
good
to do that?
parade.
Doobie thinks Eureka is the greatest parade of all time.
Moving on. He did not just say Eureka's not a good parade, did he?
He does not think Eureka is a good parade. We should have this debate sometime. Yes, Jeremiah falls into the Eureka
What
is not
was
a good
good about
parade.
that parade?
Let me give you the greatest lyric in the history of theme parks.
Oh no.
Like an egg getting fried on the sidewalk.
So what I was
Eureka,
trying to say when that
Eureka.
court case happens, Doobie supports child labor. That's what it was.
Oh, and Tony Betty is right. Tapestry of Nations, the original. Dreams, not quite as good. Also a better parade. Oh, man, that parade, the music of that parade. Hey, I knew every word. Hey,
The music. So to justify, to put why there is so much for everybody. I love Tapestry. That was beautiful. But the floats, people are like, what is going on? Same with Eureka.
They should have read my article.
Eureka
that's
was
true.
like, what is going on here? Why is there somebody that has the Hollywood Bowl on their head?
Oh, I love that guy. And he's all doing this as he's walking and dancing.
Man, Mike gets all the fun swag.
Switching
Mike
outfits.
C just came on.
Wow.
Rebecca loves bucket hat. Is that a bucket hat or a?
Yes.
Or
No,
Yeah.
that's a bucket hat.
I feel like there's a fine but distinct line between bucket hat and like gangster hat.
No. It's a bucket hat.
Okay.
When I was little, we called it a Gilligan hat.
And Skipper too. Okay, and on the West Coast, their Halloween celebration will also be returning. What is that called, Michael?
Oogie Boogie Bash.
Okay.
Yep. They didn't give us very many details about that one, so Mike's going to have to wait to find out what he is going to be up to when it comes to Oogie Boogie Bash later this year. They did give us a bit of a sneak peek, though, at what some of the Halloween costumes for Mickey and Minnie over at Disneyland will look like. But like I say, not a lot of deets on the Oogie Boogie Bash itself this year.
Are these those costumes?
These are costumes that we expect Mickey and Minnie to be appearing in at Disneyland. They're going with a homespun look. Looks like something Mickey and Minnie might have, whipped up themselves.
A lot of people don't know this, but Mike Celestino has a history in fashion design and used to write for Vogue. So, Mike, can you give us your educated opinion about these costumes?
I would call them saucy. I don't know.
You did not disappoint, Mike. Thank you so much.
Did you catch that, editor? From now on, all references to Disneyland's Halloween outfits must be have the adjective saucy.
Saucy. Those are some cool costumes. Actually.
They remind me of the old candy corn in DCA. Like that's something that if Mickey and Minnie came out in the Heimlichs, that would be.
What's on Mickey's breast pocket here? What is that?
Patch.
It's a patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like the one on his knee.
See, it's like a different color from the one on his knee.
And Minnie's got one on her dress. Apparently, cut backs. It's been a tough year with everything.
Gotcha.
Oh, hey, you get this reference, Doobie.
Of course, I get this one. Whip it good. Da, 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 da. Yeah, he looks very much like Devo there.
Is that a theme park bucket hat or just a plain bucket hat, Mr. Jeremiah?
Turning red. Oh, Jeremiah.
Oh, it's Universal.
This was when they used to do summer kickoff parties way back in the old days. They would give team members gifts, and this was the last summer party that I think they actually did anything. Mine's not reversible, but mine is much older than Gideon.
Question for you, Jeremiah, as kind of an expert on this thing. So Central Florida has so many Halloween options, Disney being the fun option, and Universal and Busch being the slightly more adult
And SeaWorld.
option. And SeaWorld, thank you, being a little bit more adult. Can you give a movie comparison that kind of says if your kid is ready for this movie, then your kid is ready to go to Universal Horror Nights?
Tony, Mike, chime in the chat too, because I know you guys.
And Celestino, I know you've done
It
you're
depends,
a Horror Nights fan.
If I was really to just give the entire span of horror films, I would say Nightmare on Elm Street is the point. Like, if you can watch Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, you're ready for Halloween Horror Nights.
That's very helpful because no children were alive when that movie came out. So,
I know.
How about you, Celestino?
Mine would be Leprechaun 4 in space.
I think you broke Doobie with that one. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know there was a Leprechaun.
Wasn't
4.
Leprechaun 5
Oh,
Back to the Hood? Was that Leprechaun 5? Or is
Well,
that...
Leprechaun 5 is Lep in the Hood, and then
Yeah.
the sequel to that is Leprechaun 6 Back to the Hood. Yeah.
There were that many of them?
Yeah.
There's more because they rebooted it after that without Warwick Davis.
So it's like the exact opposite of Land Before Time. It's like, that's delightful and sweet. It has like 55 editions. And then,
I was going to say, in 5 and 6, what was Littlefoot smoking?
Thanks for pointing that out, Kyle. As if I'm not self-conscious enough doing this show. Oh my. That kind of caught me by surprise. But
No, it's excellent.
awesome.
It was excellent. Doobie, where should we go next as far as
Where-
our top-
We used to have this theory that if any franchise goes long enough, eventually one of the movies will be set in space.
Friday the 13th.
I don't know
One.
if Land Before Time ever got to space though, so it
I
might be
haven't
the
checked.
exception.
No,
Buddies
the
to the rule.
asteroid hit, and that was the end of that.
The Buddies films did.
Space
Friday the
Buddies, yeah.
13th did.
Space Buddies. Yeah.
Alien. Oh, okay, Alien.
Oh, Space Buddies.
But Predator did. All right. Next, we're going to go to another Halloween event. This time on the
James
High Seas.
Bond.
Yeah, I know, Rebecca. You can handle this one based on your morning.
Oh, halfway to Halloween. Yeah, this is the Sanderson sisters that are coming to the Disney Cruise Line. Clarabelle, Minnie, and Daisy as the Sanderson sisters. They also gave us a sneak peek at the pumpkin tree that will adorn the Disney Wish. For those who don't know, each ship has its own design and named pumpkin tree, and they all have a bit of a different personality. And so the Disney Wish tree has been unveiled. It has a lighter bark. The tree pumpkins, this one, its name is Boo. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, Cinderella. I know. So it's kind of that nice little double meaning there. And one of these, and reportedly, this would be the tree from which Cinderella's coach was birthed. So a nice little bit of storytelling there for the Disney Wish pumpkin tree has been showcased. Yes, Mr. Jeremiah?
Well, if you want to talk about them first, I want to go back to the Sanderson sisters.
No, that's fine. You can
okay.
go back to the Sanderson sisters.
So to pull back the curtain, we got a sneak peek of there's going to be a sneak peek. And the comment that was one of the things that caught my attention was Minnie, Daisy, and Clarabelle will be the Sanderson sisters. And they didn't show us pictures. This didn't come out until just before everything. And in my mind, I was picturing, okay, this could be cute. These are probably the most frightening characters Disney has ever put out. One, Daisy with a blonde hair and a part. And can we talk about Minnie not having ears?
She
They're-
has big.
No, that's her hair. That is hair.
underneath. It's like grown over the ears. They're like it's like my Princess Leia
Oh,
doll.
I thought you were going to say like Doobie with hair growing out of his
No.
ears.
It's like my Princess Leia doll. She had what you would do is you had a plastic donut that you would take the doll hair and spread over the plastic donut and then attach a rubber band. So that's how you would make the hair bun out of your doll hair. So it's like that. They're over the years.
Yes, if you can meet these characters, you can go to Halloween Horror.
I feel like it. I mean, I'm excited to see them in person. Hopefully we get a chance. They did say that they are debuting on the cruise line, but they didn't say that they may not end up some other place. For me, I would love to see them come out during the Spelltacular with the Sanderson sisters on the stage, and they end up doing some spell poorly, and all of a sudden those three characters come out and just scare them off the stage.
That would be nice.
So Halloween and the high seas are what they call these cruises. They will be on select sailings in September and October on the Disney Wish,
and
the Disney Wonder, and the Disney Dream.
And if you want more information about the Disney Cruise Line, including the recently announced summer 2023 sailings, those are actually opening for reservations currently in a tiered process, kind of depending on whether you're DVC or Platinum Club or Club, all these different kinds of kind of tiers of access are happening now. So we did a hour-long talk earlier today where we explored the various itineraries, talked about some of the amenities aboard the Disney Cruise Line, and explored the Disney Wish just a little bit. So be sure and check that out. That's right here on Laughing Place. My guest was founder of Mouse Fan Travel, Becky Mankin. So hundreds of cruises, I should say over 100 cruises to her own name, let alone helping plan so many others. So be sure and check that out. Yes, Mr. Jimmy, did you have something?
I was going to ask you who helped you with that show, but you brought it up on your own.
Oh yeah, no.
She may be appearing in our review of the attraction. I know she will be around.
Yeah, I hope so. I want you to grab as many vloggers as you can.
I know.
Ask them to tag us.
To save the galaxy. That's the hashtag for this upcoming fun. Save the galaxy.
Is that why you keep saying that?
That's what. Yeah, save the galaxy. Yes, that's why I keep saying save.
I had no idea where that came from.
Save the galaxy and Cosmic Rewind.
Yeah, you would think I would know that with my influencing experience. Grad Nite, the reunion, is coming to Disneyland Resort. Why? Well, because so many people did not get to go to Grad Nite over the past 2 years because of the situation that Disneyland thought, why not create an event where those people can come to Grad Nite? And why restrict it to only them? People have been coming to Grad Nite for decades. Let's have an event that's like a Grad Nite reunion. And they are doing this. And it's called Grad Nite, Disneyland After Dark, Grad Nite Reunion 2022. Yes, Jeremiah.
What did the situation from Jersey Shore have to do with this? Like, did he show off his abs? Is that what happened?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. All
right. If he hadn't made that joke, I would have. So
seriously,
2 minutes. So Rebecca,
tell us on the situation, and I'm over here thinking about yet another kind of school-related reunion that's been happening, and that is that the Wildcat Corbin Bleu is going to be appearing on season 3 of High School Musical, the musical. So different kind of grad focus, but that's where
I love exciting. Corbin Bleu. It's got ham over chicken.
Thank you. I was going to make that comment.
Why do I even try with
Okay, we need to wrap this up quickly because we're already at the point where last week we went for like 3.5 hours and we were off the rails.
Remember when we started the LP podcast? High School Musical was huge then, and we were constantly making that joke about his name. Constantly. Anyway, these are Disneyland After Dark events, so they're not true Grad Nites, but they're themed to that.
I suspect I was saying do be edit, so I don't know how many people know that you are making those jokes all the time.
They will be going in June. I have a feeling Mike Celestino will be covering these, reliving his own Grad Nite from 1973?
I think
I never did a Grad Nite.
Yeah, wasn't the only person that did a Grad Nite when we took that poll me?
Yeah, I think so. So June 23rd, 28th, and 30th, they will be at Disney California Adventure, and cafeteria-inspired food, accompanying an evening of Grad Nite's greatest hits, giving partygoers a lively last hurrah atmosphere and a chance to enjoy that carefree feeling of being a recent high school grad once again before returning to their miserable humdrum lives.
Really, they should what they should do for this is make everybody dress in a suit and tie, like I had to.
That would
Grad
be.
Nite.
I
That-
love that idea so much. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Grad Nite Dapper Day. I love that idea. I wish
Yep.
they did that.
And name tags. Give everybody. And don't you always
I-
have to wear name tags?
I think they should give name tags to everybody anyway. That,
I never did Grad Nite, but I would love to know, since this is a DCA, what is the DCA equivalent of Big Thunder Ranch? Because I've heard stories about Big Thunder Ranch, not Big Thunder Ranch, sorry, Big Thunder, the walkway trail.
Trail.
Thank you.
Under
It's
trail.
got to be the Explorer.
Grizzly.
What is it called? I can never remember the name.
Redwood
the
Creek.
Explorer Trail, yeah. No, I
Redwood
think
Creek. Yeah.
the area underneath Grizzly would be.
Oh, he's thinking the
right.
area
Oh.
of Grizzly for
Yeah,
sure.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So, Mike, go check that area out when you cover that. Let us know. Let us know if they need some more chaperones in the area.
Oh, so embarrassing. You guys are so mature.
All right. Jeremiah, as the only one of us to adventure to a theme park outside of these United States, can you tell
Mike's
us,
been to Paris?
outside of these United States and Europe, can you tell us what Tokyo is doing?
Tokyo is actually taking a massive step. So when Tokyo Disneyland opened, the Oriental Land Company pretty much went to Disney and said, "Hey, we want to buy Disneyland." They said, "No." They then went and pretty much cherry picked the highlights from Disneyland and Magic Kingdom, because those were the only two parks at that time. So Space Mountain there was pretty much Space Mountain at Disneyland, and that's been going for almost 40 years nonstop without any major reconstructions. So what they will be doing next year is completely leveling their original attraction and rebuilding from the ground up and retheming their Tomorrowland, which I hope is, often Disney will let Oriental Land Company pay the bill for whatever R&D they want, and they'll bring it over to the parks. So hopefully, if this is something great, we will see the original Space Mountain in Walt Disney World leveled and a new one built. But that closes next year and reopens it closes in 2024 and reopens in 2027. Yes, 2027.
And an approximate cost. One of the cool things about Tokyo OLC is they give approximate costs for projects, which is something that doesn't happen here. $437 million for an attraction and surrounding land. That's like DCA. I mean, that is an insane amount of money. It is pretty unheard of. I'm trying to think. Has there been a time where Disney has retheming happens all the time, but leveled an attraction and leveled a coaster, say, and built another coaster?
Well, they did that for the 50th at Disneyland with Space Mountain. They completely destroyed and rebuilt it, but it was the same thing.
Built the same layout again.
No, the closest that this would be more the new Fantasyland in 1983. When they redid Tomorrowland in 98, they really didn't do anything other than apply paint and put down new pavers. But when they did New Fantasyland, they closed the entire land, destroyed most of the facades, and then built Pinocchio new and then repositioned things. But we haven't seen the likes of this.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Mike Celestino, as a movie fan, I want you to think of a movie with a great concept executed so poorly that you just want to level it and rebuild it again from scratch.
He's going to say Leprechaun.
No, I was going to give you the most appropriate answer to that question, which is Brad Bird's Tomorrowland.
Oh,
I
what a
just
great answer.
rewatched that, and I loved it when it came out. I feel like there's 20 minutes of that film that if they could go back and take that 20 minutes and expand it, it would be amazing. But it's very dark.
That is a great answer, Mike. I thought you were going to say Indy 4.
Oh, no,
We
that
don't
didn't
talk
even have a
about
good
that.
concept.
All right. Another quick story in Disneyland. Mike, hopefully we'll get to see this later this week. And this is Storytelling at the Royal Theater, returned last week at Disneyland.
I sent out some tweets already. Did you?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I missed them.
Sorry.
So you did see it. Did you
sent me over
videotape it?
No, I just took pictures. I didn't realize we wanted video, but I can do that.
I like video. Sorry, Rebecca will try to find those tweets. I'm sorry. No, I did not see the tweets. They didn't make our website.
Hold on. Time out. That deserves 2 minutes in the penalty box. Look above you, Doobie.
What am I looking at?
Her name.
No.
Yep.
No, she didn't. I saw that with her. She did not like. Did you really? Goodness me.
Is it the full storytelling back, Mike? With the
I only saw part of it, but it was the Tangled show, and it looked like what I had seen before.
So they are not scheduling it. They're not putting it on the app just yet while they, get up to speed. But it'll be back on the app. But it does seem to be the full show, as Mike said. And Mike Max to that answer to that question, which I'm not surprised. I've heard this before. The Last Airbender, take a great series and completely ruin the movie, even though they got the perfect director, best director of our time, M. Night Shyamalan. Did she change her name back? Thank you. Okay, you can stay. Let's see what else we got. I wanted to mention that summer 2023 sailings on the Disney Cruise, those itineraries are out. Booking starts soon. Start now if you're a Platinum member. So Rebecca, again, talked about her awesome stream this morning with Becky Mankin. So go check that out. And, of course, we have details on our website. We highly recommend you use Mouse Fan Travel for all your Disney travel needs. They are awesome. They are no additional charge. They take such good care of you, especially right now with things, still somewhat in flux, especially on cruise lines. So check it out. Let's see. Jeremiah, tell us about the MagicBand Plus thing. Did you hear about that?
Yes, which actually led to my favorite day on Twitter ever. So a few days ago, Disney Parks posted that MagicBand Plus was coming. And the photo was somebody wearing the MagicBand Plus in front of this logo, which we still don't know what the logo is.
I was told it is the Bounty Hunters Guild.
I've never seen that before.
I didn't know Bounty Hunters had guilds.
It wasn't familiar to me, but that is what I've been told.
So this area of Batu, which is next to the garage, and it's been an unused area. I believe this was originally supposed to be the queue and entry area for the Bantha attraction back when that was supposed to happen. So now we only know that there's going to be some type of interactive element going on there. So Disney Parks put out this great just MagicBand Plus coming later this year. And then yesterday morning, I wake up to 3 different messages going, MagicBand Plus is available for purchase today. Apparently, they received a shipment of MagicBand Pluses to Disney World of Disney at Disney Springs. And I think I was the only person on the mailing list not to get that notification because, as it seemed, every other website went and purchased it. And then later in the day, Disney did something that is really unheard of and sent out a message going, mistakenly, MagicBand Pluses were put out for sale this morning. We're offering refunds because we're not turning on any of the interactive elements until later this year.
But theoretically, those will still work, right, when they are turned on?
No,
they might as well just keep them.
Yeah, they work now. You can tap in with it. Everything's fine. And things we did learn is it is rechargeable, which is a first for the MagicBand. The price is $29.99 for the basic model, and then we'll see probably $39.99 for the limited, and then $300 for the coach version, and then the
Jeremiah's version.
Yes. So, but hopefully later this week at the Guardians of the Galaxy media event, it seems to be we may be getting some more information on that. So hopefully we will have an interview up with one of the technology people from Disney, learning all about what we can expect from MagicBand Plus sometime later this year, June.
In light of the rumored Bounty Hunters Guild, Mark, I've noticed that the Bounty Hunters are featured on May the 4th merchandise for Stop Disney.
I didn't know about this shirt.
Oh,
is this going to be available at the park?
Probably not. I think this is.
I think this is one
online.
of those part of their customizable line over on Shop Disney. So
Well, if it's
uh-oh.
not in front of me, I probably won't buy it. So I'm good.
but there you go. Just like I say, your comment that is reportedly the Bounty Hunters Guild reminded me that the Bounty Hunters were featured in May the 4th merchandise on Shop Disney.
Speaking of 2 minutes in the penalty box, Mike Mack.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a Craig T. Nelson MagicBand Plus. I mean, Mac, I thought your humor was a little more sophisticated than that. But
Okay,
he played Coach.
I know he played Coach, but in what way are we talking about Coach? Oh, because you said Coach. Okay, I'm sorry. I was scouring for the Bounty Hunter tee, so I missed the Coach reference. Okay, I'm
there was also an announcement, which I don't know if we actually made it into our information, that there will be Ahsoka hilts released on Shop Disney at 7 a.m. on the 4th
nice.
that are beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hope that info makes it to Barely Necessities tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Oh, well, we'll see if the hilts are still there, because if it's an early morning release now.
No, but on the 4th they're released.
Yeah, on the 4th.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's true. I forget we're doing Barely Necessities on the 3rd and on the 4th. So yeah, so we'll be here for twice the fun.
Special edition Star Wars Day. A couple more items. Apparently EPCOT has restrooms. Is that correct, Jeremiah?
Yes,
it is.
But
Okay.
now they have less.
Fewer.
No, it's Farnham, not Fewham. Yes, they have fewer restrooms. The longtime restrooms over by the land there's a wall that's going around them. I don't think that they're going away, considering they tore down everything around those restrooms, with the exception of those two. But we'll see what happens.
Mike would like to point out that he was referring to a Mr. Incredible MagicBand liar.
Okay, he gets points for that one.
Right, that was funny. Yeah. Disneyland had its 1-year anniversary of reopening on April 30th. My how time flies. So congratulations on reopening, never reclosing. The success of that, all the cast members and their hard work and all the adjustments over the past year. It's funny. We were there. I think we were there on the second day they reopened, and we had a lot of pictures pop up, and it's easy to forget how different things were in terms of masking from the moment you get on property, and
distancing,
the one-way entrances into stores, the only drinking while stationary. You can't even walk with a bottle of water. Things have changed so much over the past year.
No indoor queues.
Right, yes. And the distancing markers are in the queues. So almost back to 100% normal. I think in terms of that sort of thing is back to normal, especially with the character hugging, but there's just staffing and all that kind of stuff. Stuff just takes time. So we're still waiting for the return of Fantasmic and a few other things. But wow, what a year it's been. Congratulations, Mr. Potrock, and everyone. I heard he said that something like they told him this would be the best job in the world, and for the first 400 days it was not, but then it was once they finally reopened.
Hey, at least he made it past the 4-month mark. Oh, never mind.
Poor guy just sitting around watching Park Stock Live. Now, why am I a part of this? I'd say his name, but I don't remember it. Make a Wish. One more thing that's returning. Wishes are now being granted at Disneyland again. That's very exciting. What is with people not liking people? I love people. I want to get right next to you. Breathe on your shoulder. Hi, are you having fun at the park today?
So what opened at Disney Springs this morning or this afternoon, Doughboy?
Why don't you tell us, Jeremiah?
Actually, Mike could probably tell you more. I only got.
He told us about it on the last show, so you can tell us about it on this show.
The name is very long.
Tales from the Galaxy's Edge?
Yes, but it's the
limited time
ILM XVR.
ILMX Lab.
Yes, opened up this morning in the former home of the Disney or the NBA experience at Disney Springs, a pop-up where you get to go in, do the 10-minute preview of the VR experience on the MetaQuest, which was amazing. You get some great swag, and if you happen to go there on the 4th, I don't think this is my article about it.
It's not. Sorry.
On the 4th, they are offering a special poster to guests that go on that day, and it is all completely free. If you do a survey at the end, you can get a $25 credit to purchase the attraction or the game, and you get some free swag. And that goes until July, so you got plenty of time. But if you want the May 4th poster, I would go on May 4th.
And that's at Disney Springs. Where's precisely?
In between the M&M World and the that restaurant at the end.
Isn't that where the NBA experience is?
That's where
for the old Disney Quest location, right?
No, that was not the Disney Quest location.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That was leveled. No, it is the former NBA experience. Yes.
How quickly we forget NBA experience.
But if I hadn't seen the NBA experience because it didn't last that long, if somebody told me to go where I would have gone for Disney Quest, I'd find this, right?
Chicago?
Philadelphia?
Ah, you guys are
Downtown Disney. Remember that area over by Downtown Disney? It's going right there.
That's what I was actually going to make that comment earlier when you were talking about Tortilla Joe's. How I saw the concept. It's going to be this great building with interactive.
Rebecca, you remember Randy?
better than Fantasmic.
Exactly. Highest rating since Fantastic. What are you waving there, Mike?
He's hitting his head with his microphone.
Okay. Did we know that Rayo was added to the Hollywood Studios animation show?
Cool.
What's the Hollywood Studios animation show?
They're nighttime fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think we did, Ben. Why don't you go ahead and cover it for us? If only there was a way you could ask a question like that without, No, but that's good. Now we got it out to everybody. I did see that Turning Red character. What's her name? Ray? Mai is now being drawn to animation.
May. It's May.
At Disneyland.
It's May. Don't you know this? It's May.
I have not seen the movie. Shut up.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's May. It's
Disneyland's drawn to animation at California Adventure. They are now drawing May, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Saw that on
TikTok. I wonder if they're doing that at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
You'll have to let us know. I'll put that in potential coverage for you.
I'll go cover that, and Benji can go cover the animation.
Anything? I feel like Mike has more to say. Mike, you want to contribute anything else?
Go watch Antiquities Volume Part 4. It's on our YouTube channel.
By far, my favorite volume so far. Your discussion with what is her official name? Is it Simulator Lady?
Saja, yeah.
Yeah, it was just. I love that discussion. I was on the ship. She is so passionate and intense. It was so beautiful.
I had a moment. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I had a moment during that discussion where it occurred to me that I was like standing in a room alone with another adult, and we were both like playing pretend, and there was no one else there to like watch us. It was like, oh, this is an amazing thing that they've achieved here.
Was she the one that used the Force to get my phone out of my hand? Oh,
it might have been her. Yeah.
Which is something you do all the time with your wife, but this was different, and that was interesting. Mike Farnham would also like to...
2 minutes for duty.
No. Your mind is so wrong. That's not where I was with that, Jeremiah. I'm serious. Mike would also like episode 100 of Who's the Boss is coming.
Yeah, Wednesday morning. That'll be 100 for May the 4th. Episode 100 of Who's the Boss. And then Mike Farnham's in episode 101 following week.
He is?
Yep. He's going to be my guest. We're going to talk about the 3rd anniversary of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, how fun. Congratulations, Mike, and a lot of Mikes in our team. Jeremiah, anything else you'd like to mention before we close out?
No.
Okay. Rebecca?
Thanks everyone for watching. Let's see, all throughout this week we've got a lot of exciting event coverage happening here on Laughing Place. We're gonna have Mike Celestino in the parks during Star Wars Day, May the 4th. So be sure to check us out for that. Mike, Mac, and Jeremiah will be bringing us coverage of the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind event. So once again, Laughing Place is your destination to stay on top of all things Disney related. Becca and I will be here tomorrow to talk about Disney merchandise, and then we're going to come back on Wednesday to talk about May the 4th, because there's so much Star Wars merchandise that's coming. In fact, I know Mike's doing several unboxings, and we're going to be hoping to showcase some of that merchandise as well on our upcoming Barely Necessities right here on this YouTube. Yes, Mr. Jeremiah.
And on the 4th, while Mike is still asleep, he'll be able to wake up and look at Twitter and see all of the May the 4th merchandise, because I will be at Disney's Hollywood Studios bright and early before I go cover the Guardians of the Galaxy event. So, Mike, you won't have to worry about that at least.
Well, I'll be in the park that day too. So
yeah,
whatever
you'll buy it all.
Yeah.
I'll take pictures, you'll buy it.
And then I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, we've got 3 straight days of walk and talks today. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will be live at 1 p.m. from Disneyland Park, EPCOT, and then Hollywood, and then DCA.
And so a lot going on. And we've also got Star Wars night coverage coming to you from Disneyland Park. A little movie is coming out in the next few weeks. So we are going to be sure to bring you the hype and excitement surrounding Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness as that makes its way to theaters. So whether it's Star Wars, Marvel, Disney Parks, Laughing Place, we'll have you covered. So be sure and stay tuned to this YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter or Instagram. Yes, Juby.
I was just going to say Jurassic World Dominion's coming up too, but that's not really that.
I got my tickets for that.
We got ours.
We got ours too.
Oh, Mike's wearing it
That's actually looks better that way.
It looks better that way for Mike.
Oh, Mike Mack would like to point out tomorrow morning we will have a review of Dr. Smith and the Universe of Crazy.
Danger, Will
Robinson. Oh my God. It's just...
Can't wait for that. So, all right, guys. Until next week.
Oh, wait.
Oh, goodness me.
Since we're doing it all, might as well point out the final episode of Picard happens on the 5th, along with Star Trek Strange New World, the new series on Paramount Plus. So make sure you tune in for that. We won't be talking about that at all, but I wanted to promote Star Trek.
I forgot about the most important thing of all. And I'm so glad. I would be so remiss if I let this go. This is our last show before the 40th birthday of the person without whom he would not exist. And that is Benji Breitbart. So happy 40th birthday to the CEO of the Laughing Place Company, coming up this Sunday.
Yay!
That is all.
Happy
See you next time.